to see the archaeology, what's actually contained in the edicule, to see some of the original bedrock where Jesus would have been laid after his death.
Hey everyone, today we're delving into something truly intriguing. Scientists had a shocking revelation after cracking open Jesus' tomb for the first time in centuries. Christians have been making pilgrimages to Israel for ages, drawn to its holiest sites. But the most significant? The tomb of Jesus Christ, nestled in Jerusalem, the heart of it all. This is where tradition holds that Jesus was laid to rest following his crucifixion. The tomb, located within the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, has long been regarded as the most likely spot of Jesus' burial. According to the New Testament, it was built near the site of his crucifixion, and there's even speculation that it once held not only his body, but also the very cross upon which he was crucified. Now, imagine the anticipation as scientists finally opened this ancient tomb. What did they uncover? Stay tuned to find out. Now, while the exact location of Jesus' tomb hasn't been definitively confirmed by archaeologists, historians have a strong hunch that it lies within the edicule of the current Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Let's rewind a bit to the 4th century when Constantine the Great, the Roman emperor, decided to construct the first church on this very site back in 326 CE. Now, originally, this church wasn't intended to house Jesus' tomb, but rather to honor the Roman emperor himself. However, due to the immense historical significance of the area, Constantine and his mother, Helena, embarked on a mission to pinpoint the exact location of Jesus' burial spot. And let me tell you, it wasn't an easy task. I mean, we're talking about events that had unfolded centuries prior. Helena had a stroke of luck with her guide, Eusebius, who happened to be a local bishop. Together, they journeyed to a Roman temple, and guess what they found during the temple's excavation? A tomb carved out from a limestone cave directly beneath it. Picture this: the top of the cave had been sliced off, allowing people to peer inside and see the tombs within. Talk about a revelation. So, what did Constantine do? He built the edicule around this sacred spot, essentially enclosing it within the church's structure. Now, this tomb was said to have a long shelf or burial bed. This is believed to be where Jesus' body was laid after being taken down from the cross. Incredible, right? The layers of history woven into this discovery are just mind-blowing. Now, let's talk about this fascinating shelf within the tomb. It's made of limestone, following the custom of Jewish burials during that time. But here's where things get really interesting. Over the centuries, Jerusalem has seen its fair share of conflict, including the tumultuous era of the Crusaders and various battles that have left their mark on the city. And tragedy struck when the bell tower of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre came crashing down. Can you imagine the chaos? But out of the rubble emerged a sense of determination, especially among the Franciscan friars. They rolled up their sleeves and got to work on a massive refurbishment project. One of the top items on their to-do list was cleaning the shrine that housed Jesus' grave. You can only imagine the care and precision they must have employed in this sacred task. It's moments like these that remind us of the resilience of faith and the enduring importance of preserving history, even amidst the chaos of the world around us. To safeguard the sanctity of Jesus' tomb, Franciscan monks took a bold step in 1555. They sealed it off. Why? Well, they wanted to prevent eager pilgrims from touching the very rock where Jesus' body had been laid to rest. Can you imagine the reverence and awe surrounding such a decision? Since then, a hefty slab of marble has been placed over the tomb's location, sealing it shut for centuries. But even with such protective measures, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre hasn't been immune to the ravages of time. Centuries of water damage, structural wear and tear, and general deterioration have taken their toll. It's no wonder that a major refurbishment was long overdue. Yet, despite the urgent need for repairs, renovating the Church of the Holy Sepulchre proved to be an arduous task. Why? Well, for starters, this isn't just any old church. It's the most prominent Christian holy site, housing the very tomb of Jesus Christ himself. And here's the kicker. It's shared by not one, not two, but three major Christian denominations: the Roman Catholic Church, the Greek Orthodox Church, and the Armenian Apostolic Church. Now, you can only imagine the complexities that arise when three distinct faith traditions intersect at such a pivotal location. Over the years, these denominations haven't always seen eye to eye on matters of belief and practice. Yet, somehow, they've managed to coexist within the walls of this sacred space, a testament to the enduring power of faith and the unyielding pull of history. Now, let me tell you about one of the most infamous disputes among these three denominations, a dispute that centered around a seemingly ordinary object, a cedar ladder. This ladder had been hanging above the entrance of the church for centuries, and believe it or not, there was fierce debate over whether to remove it. Can you imagine? This debate raged on for a staggering 2.5 centuries, and guess what? The ladder is still there, firmly in place. Talk about a symbol of resilience and steadfastness. It's even been affectionately dubbed the immovable ladder. Now, If these faith traditions can't come to a consensus about what to do with a ladder, you can imagine the complexities involved in reaching an agreement about something as monumental as the tomb of Jesus. Nobody wanted to risk compromising something of such profound historical and spiritual significance. Despite their differences, though, there came a point when the priests and monks realized that something needed to be done. It was time for another cleaning, another effort to maintain the sanctity of Jesus' tomb. And so, in 2016, a project was launched to ensure the preservation of this traditional location. It's a reminder that even in the face of discord and disagreement, there's always a way forward when it comes to honoring the sacred. Enter the scientists from the National Technical University of Athens. They were the ones tasked with spearheading this restoration project. And let me tell you, it wasn't just your run-of-the-mill renovation. Oh no, this was a full-blown archaeological excavation of the tomb of Jesus. Can you imagine the anticipation surrounding such a monumental endeavor? Archaeologists from all corners of the globe had been waiting for this moment, eager to uncover the truth hidden within the sacred confines of Jesus' tomb. You see, biblical archaeology isn't just a niche field, it's a vibrant area of study that seeks to validate or debunk the historical truths behind the Bible's myriad locations and events. For years, scholars and researchers have pored over ancient texts, piecing together clues in an effort to shed light on the mysteries of the past. And now, finally, they had the opportunity to dig deep into one of the most significant sites in Christianity. What would they find? Would their discoveries align with the accounts preserved in the pages of the Bible? The world held its breath as the excavation got underway, eager to witness history being unearthed before their very eyes. Now, let's zoom out for a moment and take a broader look at the world of biblical archaeology. It's not just about Jesus' tomb. Excursions into the past have taken researchers to King Herod's palace, the legendary Noah's Ark, and so much more. But in 2016, all eyes were on that excavation team as they embarked on a mission to confirm or debunk whether the edicule within the Church of the Holy Sepulchre truly housed Jesus' final resting place. Armed with cutting-edge technology, these modern-day explorers aimed to unearth the truth buried beneath centuries of history and tradition. And let me tell you, the stakes couldn't have been higher. Any discovery made during this excavation would undoubtedly send shockwaves through the world of Christianity, reshaping our understanding of its most sacred sites. But here's the thing. Skepticism ran rampant among scientists and historians alike. After all, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre had weathered centuries of natural disasters and warfare. Jerusalem itself was razed to the ground during the First Jewish-Roman War in 70 CE, just a stone's throw away from the time of Jesus' death. With such tumultuous history, doubts were bound to arise about the authenticity of the edicule as Jesus' tomb. Yet, amidst the skepticism, the allure of uncovering the truth remained stronger than ever. Now, let's delve even deeper into the realm of physical evidence. You see, historical records suggest that the Romans were no strangers to crucifixion, but the evidence of such executions is scarce. In fact, only 2 crucifixion sites dating back to the time of Jesus have been discovered. The first was unearthed in 1968 near Jerusalem, and the second, surprisingly, wasn't found until 2018 in Italy. Talk about a game changer. Now, when we consider the tumultuous history of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the fires, the renovations, the countless changes over the centuries, it becomes increasingly improbable that Jesus' burial site remained untouched in the same spot. I mean, let's face it, with all that chaos, the odds of preserving such a sacred location seem slim to none. So, as the excavation team ventured forth armed with modern technology and boundless determination, they knew they were up against more than just layers of history. They were confronting doubts, skepticism, and the very fabric of tradition itself. But hey, in the world of biblical archaeology, where there's a will, there's always a way. And who knows? The truth they uncover just might rewrite the narrative of Christianity as we know it. Now let's delve into the fascinating history surrounding the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and its tumultuous past. Given the frequency with which this sacred cité has been assaulted and damaged over the centuries, many historians doubted that the edicule, the structure housing Jesus' tomb, had survived intact. I mean, let's face it, with so much turmoil, it would have been a miracle if the edicule had remained unscathed. But here's where things get really interesting. Before the 2016 excavation team embarked on their groundbreaking mission, another significant discovery was made in the 1970s. Led by Virgilio Canio Corbo, a Franciscan priest and archaeologist, this expedition revealed some jaw-dropping revelations about the church's origins. As they peeled back the layers of history, researchers uncovered evidence suggesting that the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built to conceal the remnants of a previous dominant faith. You see, the tomb discovered by Helena and Eusebius wasn't originally intended to be a burial site. It was actually part of a Roman temple dedicated to Jupiter or Venus. Talk about a plot twist. Fast forward to the 20th century, fresh excavations at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre unveiled a treasure trove of discoveries. Rock graves, remnants of an old limestone quarry believed to date back to Constantine's church, and even more evidence supporting the Bible's depiction of Jesus' tomb. All of these findings added layers to the complex tapestry of history woven within these ancient walls. But there's a discrepancy between what the Bible says and the current location of the Edicule. According to biblical accounts, Jesus was buried outside the city walls of Jerusalem. However, the modern church and tomb are situated within the confines of the old city walls. It's a puzzle that continues to intrigue scholars and historians as they seek to unravel the mysteries hidden within the hallowed halls of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. As doubts swirled regarding the precise position of the Edicule housing Jesus' tomb, new evidence emerged to shed light on the matter. Recent findings have revealed that the walls of Jerusalem were actually enlarged around the time of Jesus' death, suggesting that the Church of the Holy Sepulchre would have indeed been situated outside the city limits at that time. This discovery provided a compelling argument in favor of the Edicule's authenticity as the true location of Jesus' tomb. When the monks of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre decided to greenlight the renovation project led by the National Technical University of Athens, they laid down some non-negotiables. Chief among them, the present structure of the Edicule must remain intact. It's a crucial stipulation, ensuring that the sanctity of this holy site remains undisturbed amidst the restoration efforts. So, with the groundwork laid and the parameters set, the excavation crew for the 2016 project rolled up their sleeves and got down to business. Their first order of business? Tackling the water damage and mold that had plagued the site for far too long. Once that was addressed, they planned to reinforce the exterior of the Edicule, safeguarding it against potential collapse. And finally, the moment everyone had been waiting for, the excavation of Jesus' tomb itself. It was a monumental undertaking, one that held the promise of unlocking centuries-old secrets and reshaping our understanding of Christianity's most sacred site. With anticipation mounting, the project was set into motion, marking the beginning of a journey into the heart of history itself. It's incredible to think about the meticulous care and effort that went into refurbishing the exterior of the Edicule. Over the course of about 10 months, the team painstakingly worked to ensure that the original structure and materials remained unharmed. Every step of the way, they had to delicately remove water damage and mold by hand, taking great care to preserve the integrity of the construction for generations to come. As part of their efforts, contemporary screws were installed to reinforce the foundation and outer walls, providing added stability to this ancient structure. But perhaps the most momentous moment came when the excavation crew turned their attention to the marble slab that had sealed the tomb for centuries. You see, when the Franciscan monks sealed the tomb with this slab to prevent pilgrims from entering, they inadvertently preserved its sanctity, locking away a piece of history for generations. But in 2016, the excavation team finally had the opportunity to access the tomb and relocate the slab for the first time since its placement. For both the team and the monks, this was a momentous occasion, one they had been eagerly anticipating. But it wasn't without its challenges. Working tirelessly for 60 hours straight, the team meticulously attempted to remove the slab without causing any damage to the burial chamber. It was a delicate operation, requiring precision and patience in equal measure. But their efforts paid off, and as the slab was carefully lifted away, it revealed the mysteries hidden within, opening the door to a new chapter in the story of Jesus' tomb. With each careful maneuver, the team edged closer to uncovering the truth buried beneath centuries of history and tradition. And as they worked tirelessly to reveal the secrets hidden within, the world watched in anticipation, eager to witness the unveiling of one of Christianity's most sacred sites. As the team finally lifted the marble slab for the first time in centuries, they were met with an unexpected sight. Instead of the pristine chamber they had envisioned, they were greeted by a thick layer of trash and filth that had accumulated over eons. It was a startling revelation, one that added another layer of complexity to the excavation process. Undeterred, the team rolled up their sleeves and got to work. Hours of painstaking excavation and sifting ensued as they meticulously cleaned away the debris, revealing the hidden secrets buried beneath. But just when they thought they had uncovered everything, another surprise awaited them. Beneath the layers of rubble, they discovered a second, undocumented slab of marble. It was a perplexing find, one that raised more questions than answers. How had this second slab remained hidden for so long, and what secrets did it hold within? It was a discovery that underscored the mysterious nature of Jesus' tomb and added another chapter to its rich history. With each new revelation, the team found themselves drawn deeper into the enigmatic world of biblical archaeology, where every excavation unearthed new mysteries waiting to be solved. And as they continued their work, they knew that the journey was far from over, that the secrets hidden within the tomb were just waiting to be discovered. The discovery of this second layer of marble was truly remarkable. Unlike the milky white marble of the first slab, this one was a weathered gray, indicating its extreme age. Surface cracks marred its surface, a testament to the passage of time. But what truly took the team's breath away was the unexpected inscription, a cross, etched right in the middle of the gray marble surface. This discovery sparked a flurry of theories and speculation among historians from around the globe. Some suggested that the cross could have been a symbol of the Crusaders, left behind during the tumultuous era of the Crusades. But others proposed a more intriguing possibility, that the cross predates the Crusades, hinting at a deeper, more ancient significance. As the team delved deeper into the mystery of the second marble slab, they found themselves grappling with more questions than answers. How had this ancient cross come to be engraved on the marble, and what role did it play in the history of Jesus' tomb? With each new discovery, the mystery only deepened, drawing researchers further into the labyrinth of history and faith. And as they continued to unravel the secrets hidden within the layers of marble, they knew that they were on the brink of uncovering something truly extraordinary, a revelation that could reshape our understanding of Christianity's most sacred site. The mystery surrounding the second marble slab deepened as the excavation team delved further into its origins. According to some theories, the surface of the marble may have been marred by attacks from Arab conquerors during periods of conflict and conquest. However, this was just one of many conjectures put forth by historians attempting to unravel the enigma of the ancient cross etched into the gray marble. Despite the multitude of theories swirling around the discovery, the excavation team found common ground on one crucial point. The newly unearthed marble had to predate the surrounding walls. This simple observation suggested that the marble was at least 500 years old, if not older. But determining the precise age of the second marble required additional analysis and scientific scrutiny. To unravel the mystery once and for all, the excavation and restoration team embarked on a comprehensive scientific examination. They collected as many samples as possible from the tomb, meticulously gathering fragments of marble and other materials for analysis. These samples were then shipped off to a specialized laboratory equipped with cutting-edge technology for dating archaeological finds. Using a technique known as optical stimulated luminescence, scientists would be able to unlock the secrets hidden within the ancient marble, providing invaluable insights into its age and origin. It was a painstaking process, but one that held the promise of shedding light on one of the most intriguing mysteries in the history of biblical archaeology. And as the samples made their way to the laboratory, the anticipation mounted as researchers eagerly awaited the results that could rewrite the story of Jesus' tomb once and for all. The results of the analysis were nothing short of extraordinary. By determining when the collected samples were last exposed to light using optical stimulated luminescence, scientists were able to establish the exact age of the chamber containing the second marble slab. And what they found was nothing short of astonishing. After over a year of painstaking analysis, the results came in. The second marble slab was last exposed to light in the 4th century. This finding aligned perfectly with the period when Constantine constructed the first church of the Holy Sepulchre, a pivotal moment in the history of Christianity. But the revelations didn't stop there. Further analysis of mortar samples from the tomb's walls revealed something equally remarkable. The composition of the mortar matched that of the marble slab. This crucial piece of evidence provided further confirmation of the chamber's age and authenticity, validating the centuries-old tradition surrounding the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. For the Athens excavation team and the monks who had the privilege of witnessing this historic discovery, it was a momentous occasion. They had become the first, and perhaps the last, humans to glimpse the lowest part of the burial chamber in millennia. Their efforts had not only shed light on the mysteries hidden within Jesus' tomb, but it also verified the legitimacy of the edicule of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre itself. It was a monumental discovery, one that reaffirmed the enduring significance of this sacred site and underscored the profound connection between faith, history, and the relentless pursuit of truth. And as the world marveled at the revelations uncovered within the hallowed walls of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, it was clear that the journey was far from over. With each new discovery, the mysteries of Christianity's holiest site continued to unfold, offering a glimpse into the ancient past and shaping the course of history for generations to come. The significance of the revelation regarding the age of the second marble slab cannot be overstated. However, by the time the results were released, the renovation of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre had already been completed, and the burial chamber had been sealed once again. It seems highly unlikely that the edicule's marble slabs will be opened again in the near future. Nonetheless, the unveiling of the second marble slab's age forever altered the way scholars, historians, scientists, and archaeologists viewed the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the holiest site in Christianity. The revelations from the 2016 expedition prompted even the most ardent skeptics of the site's legitimacy to reconsider their stance. While there is still no definitive proof that Jesus' body was interred in the edicule, subsequent findings have lent credence to its authenticity. It's worth noting that, while some Protestants and archaeologists believe that Jesus' tomb may be located at a site known as the Garden Tomb outside the Old City of Jerusalem, no other location can lay claim to Jesus' tomb as strongly as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The weight of historical evidence, combined with the recent revelations from the excavation, solidifies its status as the most plausible site of Jesus' burial, reaffirming its significance as a cornerstone of Christian faith and history.